What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I got a new video for y'all. So today we're back at Little River doing some testing. I was originally going to go to Houston actually this Friday, which is today's Friday, but I was going to go to Houston to HMP, which is the 8th mile track, and unfortunately the car I was going to run, his car wasn't going to be ready in time. So we were going to try to set up a little grudge race on that, but he said his car wasn't going to be ready in time. So we weren't able to get that run in, but I didn't have nothing going on tonight, so I was like, I really want to go to the track, need to do some more testing, get some logs for Ryan, because I didn't get any logs for him last time when I went to Baytown. So I needed to get some logs for Ryan to see if, you know, he could tweak things a little bit more. And so right here at Little River, made 2 passes already, managed to get the very first pass of the day, and dead hooked on the first pass, but the car just did not 60 foot. I saw it too high, car 60 foot is terrible. It felt really good. Like, to me, it felt like the wheels came off the ground, but after looking at the 60 foot, I know the wheels didn't come off the ground. Second pass, started less. Definitely tried to leave harder. Tires broke loose, so we spun on that one. But still ran a decent time considering that we spun really bad. So I'm hoping later on, the tires were just too hot, and I'm hoping later on, you know, we can get a pass where we dead hook when the car's cooled off, and really see what we can end up doing, because weather is not good, 2,500 DA right now, but I'm really hoping to make some good passes tonight, so we'll just have to wait and see. First pass. It's first pass of the day, so hopefully we can hook. Damn, boy. We hooked. Alright, we dead hooked on that one. I think we might have popped the wheelie on that, honestly, because I could be tripping, but I felt the wheels hit the ground. Which, if it popped the wheelie, obviously it was just gonna be like a little baby hop. But thank you. All I care about really is my 60 foot. I stalled it higher than normal. I think I stalled it around 2,800, maybe 3,000, I don't know. Oh, dude. Wait, hold on. What the? Really good reaction, but the 60 foot was garbage. I don't understand how I 60 footed that bad. That's crazy. I don't know how I 60 footed that bad. Huh. I do not understand that. I could have sworn I felt the wheels hit the ground. Huh. Alright, well, yeah. That was not a good pass, honestly. Felt good, but it wasn't good. really good, but it was not good at all. Very weird. Vlog's going, camera's recording. Possibly. That's pretty much back-to-back passes. Damn, that sucks that we spun, but I think I ended up stalling it around 2,500. So far, that's how the car seems to leave the hardest, but probably had about the same 60 foot as we did. Actually, no, probably worse. It spun pretty bad. Thank you. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Alright, so spun pretty bad. Like I felt the back end kick out. But it didn't make too bad of a pass, honestly. It made a decent pass, surprisingly. But, yeah, I need to stop the log and I'm gonna go to my truck, give him some water. Some of these owners of the Mustangs and they can get a little grudge race locked in. See if anybody's willing to do it for a little bit of money. I think these are just bolt-on Mustangs that are out here. See if I can make a little money. this one. Said, because it almost kind of seemed like the trans acted weird again once I got into, I think, 4th gear. It felt good up until like 4th gear, so we'll have to see. Terrible 60 foot. Yeah, not a terrible pass. Not bad. Not bad. I think I'm gonna call it quits for the night. Got 2 passes where the car actually dead hooked. That 60 foot was slightly worse than the previous pass, but on the previous pass, you know, the trans acted very, very weird when I got into 3rd gear. It felt like pretty much all of 3rd just kind of like slipped, which I should have let out as soon as I felt that, because you can tell like the car feels like it's not really going anywhere. As soon as I felt that on the last pass, I should have let out. But that pass, I kind of felt like it maybe did a little bit again in 4th though, but not too bad. I stayed in it and the car made a decent pass, not great but not terrible. So I think I'm gonna call it quits for the night. I got to be up really early in the morning for a car show. Our town is having like a little festival, and this is gonna be my first year, you know, having my own race car, you know, to put into this car show. So I don't know, kind of like bittersweet, kind of dumb, whatever, but I want to put my car in that. So I gotta wake up really early, probably gonna wake up around 5 or so, wash the car and get it ready for that car show. But overall, not a bad night. Prep was better than the last few times that we've been here. So I got a couple passes where I dead hooked and ran decent, so I can't really complain too much. Overall, it was definitely worth coming out here. I'm glad the prep wasn't too bad this time. All right, guys, so it's a few days later. Let's go ahead and go over the passes that we made at the track. So prep was actually pretty decent this past Friday, so I was very surprised. The prep hasn't been very good in a while, honestly, at Little River. The prep hasn't been good for a while, so the prep finally was pretty decent. We hooked on every pass except the second pass. So overall, I would call that a successful night. First pass, I started up way too high. It felt like the car made a really good pass, but it made a really slow pass, actually. So I started up way too high. The car didn't 60 foot worth a damn. Second pass, I spun some. So I didn't spin like crazy bad, but I spun bad enough for it to hurt me. And car still made a decent pass considering that I spun, but it didn't make a great pass because we spun. Third pass, hooked great. Car left really good. And then I don't know if it was the 1-2 or the 2-3, but it seemed like the car it made one shift and then the car just felt like it wasn't pulling at all. Almost like the trans was slipping, but it wasn't slipping. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I'm not sure why it did that, but that was a weird pass. Not a good ET because of that little issue that we had with the trans. And then the last pass, car hooked good again. And then on the 3-4 shift, I thought it hit limiter, but Ryan says that looking at the log, it looks like the car spun on the 3-4 shift. So that hurt the ET a little bit, but car still made a pretty decent pass, I would say, considering. Weather wasn't very good. DA started out, I think, a little over 2,500, and then it got down to like 1,800. When we made our last pass, the DA was probably about 2,000. So not very good weather, but I would say the car ran decent considering the weather that we were in. And what else? What else was I gonna say? yeah, I mean, car ran pretty good considering. I think the car could go faster. You know, if we make a perfectly clean pass, the car will go faster. Mile an hour was down some. I'm not quite sure why. We were down about a mile an hour. I don't know if it was the weather or what exactly it was, but we were down a little bit as far as the mile an hour goes. So this week we got a cold front coming in. I'm definitely going to go back to the track on Friday. I'm going to get there a little later than I would like to get there because I have to close at work. So, but gonna run the car in some better weather. The low is in the high 40s. I think the low is like 48 degrees. And so the weather should at least be in the high 50s Friday night. So DA, I'm expecting should definitely be under 1,500. Maybe it could possibly get under 1,000, which if it gets under 1,000, I think we could do pretty well. I got the hood back on the car just to try to help with some aerodynamics. I want to see, obviously there's going to be less drag with the hood on, so I want to see if that makes a noticeable difference at the track. And made some other small little changes that I want to see if that helps as well. And Ryan has also sent me a new tune to try some different things. Try to get the trans to do some different things, man. So we've been trying to get the trans to do a couple things, and for some reason it's just not wanting to do it. So we've been trying to figure that out. So he's been sending me new tunes. I've been sending him logs as many times as I can at the track. And so far we have been unsuccessful with getting the trans to do what we want. But, you know, hopefully this new tune that he just sent, hopefully it does what we want it to do. It feels like the trans is acting different. So it does seem like there are some changes there. What changes exactly, honestly, I'm not even sure. But so I'm just hoping it does what we want it to do at the track. And if it does that, I think that'll help a little bit as well. So I'm excited for this Friday. Better weather, so we should go faster. Keyword should. I'm hoping it's a smooth night. This past Friday was actually a pretty smooth night considering. We didn't make a perfect pass, but we hooked on every pass. So overall, I would call that a pretty successful night. Got good data. I sent Ryan every single log that I took from Friday. And like I said, he sent me this new tune, so we are going to try out this new tune. And, and just see if we can get any quicker. And if so, how much quicker we can get. I think I am also going to change tires at some point. Not going to be soon, but maybe in December I might change tires. So in December, I joined this rental. It's called Quick 30. It's going to be in Baytown, December 12th. It's a private rental. It's like 30 cars, I think. Everyone pays like $300, and you get basically a 6-hour rental. So I decided to go ahead and join that. I'm hoping the weather is going to be nice and cold that day. If we get cold weather in Baytown, it should be negative. That track is pretty much at sea level, so it doesn't take much to get the DA at 0 or negative. So if we can get it in the 50s, then I think the DA should be negative. And if it's even colder than that, then we should get some really crazy weather. So I'm hoping for cold weather that day. And I'm also really excited for that rental. So I've been doing little things, trying to get the car ready for that, or at least trying to set the car up the best I can in the meantime for that event. Obviously, there's a lot more stuff that I want to do, but I just don't have the money to do all this stuff in a short amount of time. So I'm just trying to do what I can in the meantime to try to basically maximize the car's potential for that day. So overall, I'm pretty excited, and like I said, this past Friday went pretty well. I'm hoping this Friday will go even better than that, and maybe in the near future we can get some grudge races locked in. Haven't really got any action since Omar, I don't think so. Hopefully maybe we can get some grudge races locked in here pretty soon and go from there. So if y'all like this video, give it a thumbs up. New to the channel, please subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video.